I don't know. I took my glasses off and I can't see. Can y'all hear me? I'll hear y'all in a second. I don't hear shit. Yeah, Susan, turn me up. We in here. Bust a couple shots for Big Poppy. Why? Let me get these lights on. We're gonna do one of these nights. We'll be doing. God, Susan, so bright. All right. It's like it's intimidating, bright. What's going on, beautiful people? We back. Hey, look at my Care Bear shirt. This motherfucker's dope. What? Drip too hard. Something sauce. Watch out for this wave. Before we get into any topics, matter of fact, let me start recording because we got breaking news to get into, and then we can really knock this out. Unfortunately, we got to come in super duper hot because we have breaking news, and I want to make sure I cover this breaking news. So no joke to start today's show. Let's get into this intro though, and we're gonna get flagged anyway. So that Guito. But if you do want to listen to the music, you got to head over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere with a podcast to listen to hear the music. But if you want to watch it, you got to go to Spotify. That's where we're at. And that's home. Roderick Saban's coming back because it was not supposed to leave. We've been doing it, I think. We ain't done it. But anyway, we got that going on. And the late night show, I'm going to keep on talking about my new album sometime this week. I should name it sometime this week, but I swear to God, this is the week I have to put it out because if I don't get it out, I will never hear the end of the fucking... I'm never going to hear the end of it. I promise you, once it's out, I'll probably not talk about it. I have to, though. Damn it. That's the worst part of putting out an album. All right, let's get back to it. I know, we got breaking news. Can we get the intro done? Get the intro done so we can get to the news. Get to the news. It's Kasabian Lavoe Show. What's going on, beautiful people? But before we start, I know, I can't believe it myself. Breaking news. P&B Rock has been shot. And he is in critical condition right now. That's all we know. He was at a restaurant and his girlfriend happened to post their location. And apparently, I'm not sure if it was a robbery, but for sure, they said he was shot and he's in critical condition. Hey, prayers to P&B Rock and his family. And hopefully he comes out of this one. This is a shitty way to start the show. I really didn't want to start the show like this because it was a light show. And then y'all did that to me. So let's hope for a speedy recovery for P&B Rock. We shot at the Waffle House. Why y'all shooting at... My bad. That wasn't even me. Y'all saw that though, right? Oh, it's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those shows where... All right. Can we get into the regular show now? Am I good now, Susan? All right, you guys. Or y'all. I can't say you guys. My bad. I don't know what's going on with the stream deck. I think my grandma's haunting the studio and fucking with me. Why is that opening up? Oh, Charlie. See what I'm talking about? It's not me. That's my grandma fucking with me. I promise you. All right, let's get into these topics. That's very unfortunate. We'll talk about Lil Baby and Gunna's new Diamond record, which is awesome because that doesn't happen that often in hip hop. So we'll definitely get into some good news. We'll talk about gripes. Texas Station was demolished. I believe the Fiesta's next, or they're doing it right now. I'm really not sure. I want to talk about Hurricane Chris. I saw an interview he did. Hurricane Chris is the guy with the A Baby song. And you know, like the little kids, they did the little remix to his shit and it's all over TikTok. A Baby was a DJ back in the day. And that song, it took off, but that was pretty much it. Well, that and Halle Berry. And that was because Loner reminded me about Halle Berry, but we'll talk about what's going on with that song. It's really weird. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right at all. It's actually very frustrating to see when artists do shit like this to up and coming artists because you're just a piece of shit. Ray J went in. Ray J actually he it looked like he had a breakdown and just had to get it all off his chest, and he broke everything down and put out the contract. Now, yo, I watched the whole hour and change. I watched the stupid ass projector. I watched him not being able to read. I watched all of it. I don't know how I feel. I did we not know that this was a thing? I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be like surprised or I don't know. I don't know. Oh, he's coming in hot. He's to take these bitches down. Okay, my bad. How would you feel if your Ring camera on your home ended up on a TV show and it wasn't your choice? We're going to talk about that weird ass shit. We're going to update on Trump. I know we haven't been talking too much about the politics, but we really got to get into these contracts documents that were found on his property and whatnot. And what's going on with this special masters over the case? Because I know that it's information that should be known. La Niña is here, and she's acting like a real bitch. So if somebody knows La Niña, send her a Twitter and tell her to stop it. Damn it. We'll talk about La Niña and what's going on with all the weather. I'm a fucking weatherman today. And I mean, that's basically today's show, and I'm just gonna wrap it on up. Nah, it's Monday. We got to get into Mental Health Mondays. We'll get into all these topics and everything. Sorry that we rushed the intro, but I mean that breaking news was pretty breaking, and I mean I wanted to get it out there, pause. But welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. My name's Kasabian. I'll be your host with talent on loan from God, live from Las Vegas. This is episode 365. And like we said at the beginning of the show, PNB Rock was shot. Apparently his girlfriend shared his location and something happened. He's in critical condition. Let's hope for the best. I don't have any more information, so we'll see. This is definitely developing and breaking, and I hope for the best. Little Baby and Gunna's Drip Too Hard is officially diamond. That's a big deal in hip-hop. That's a big deal in music, period. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, we have to definitely acknowledge it. And shout out to Little Baby and Gunna for that one. That's a big deal for hip-hop. That's a big win for hip-hop. Going diamond is not easy, but them boys did it. Congratulations to them. Hey, when I post, or just in general, when you post something, does it irritate you when somebody else wants to make a point on your post? Like, I stopped even commenting on other people's shit because it bothered me when I saw people try to like get their shit off of my shit. Like, no, get your shit off on your shit. I don't know. Is that just me? Maybe I'm just overthinking that whole little shit. I thought it was a thing. I really did. Hurricane Chris. Well, let's talk about Hurricane Chris. And why is Hurricane Chris even relevant today when he's done shit in music? I do it on my lonely. When you on top, it get lonely. Hey, what'd you delete? I was lost. Okay, Hurricane Chris was an artist that was an anomaly, right? Because he got like Benjamin Button disease. He's like 78 years old. So he was like the oldest rapper alive to ever do anything in hip hop. And nobody gave a fuck because he was trash. So he did Hey Baby. And we were like, oh my God, what a good song. Hey Baby, it's my song. Let it play. Whatever the fuck the dance was, right? Wonderful. We ain't heard from Boy for 15 years. Some kids take a sample of his song and another song, mush it together, do a dope ass dance to it, make it a dance song, put it out, and then this motherfucker gets on the song and releases it as if it's his own because he wouldn't clear the damn beat for them kids. Like, you don't want to clear a sample for a new artist. And if you know hip hop comes, this is what bothers me. He's a visitor in hip hop. If you're a real hip hop head, you would allow them kids to eat and you would have ate with them. He went on an interview and said, if you fish from my pond and you get some fish and you don't break me off, you stealing from me. No, this isn't that. They took something that was worthless and gave it value in which you capitalized off of and robbed them. So this is not your fucking pond. Your song was worth dick until they took a beat that wasn't even your beat, mushed it together, put a dance out to this shit, and really made it hot. So the fact that you feel like you're entitled to that shit is beyond me. But it shows me that you're not a part of hip hop and you in it for the bag and you need it. We could tell that Benjamin Button disease shit's really fucking you up. What you did to them kids is wrong. And I hope nobody ever takes your piece of shit music anymore anyway, right? Like, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You have now let every artist know don't touch none of his songs because he's not going to clear samples and he's not trying to work with you. Like, what the fuck part of hip hop is that? Nobody wants to hear you. You just put out that damn song because them kids made it hot. You're not relevant, weirdo. I don't got no time for that shit, bro. Fuck that ringtone. Oh, my bad. Whatever kind of phone you had, I hope it had a virus. That's what you had. And where you been? The fuck you been? Huh? Texas Station was demolished today in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas. I believe the Fiesta as well. The Fertitta family said they were going to knock that down for future developments, as well as they are building new properties and everything is going to tie in together later on next year. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that here in Las Vegas. The weather has been weathering, and we'll definitely get into that story a little bit later. We'll definitely have that Trump update, but now we'll talk about this Ray J. And honestly, Ray J, I think Ray J is very hurt. Okay. And I didn't realize how bad it was for Ray J. Okay. I think that this is definitely something that we should talk about because I'm not okay with that. I don't think Ray J is a bad guy. Let me just start by saying that. Never thought he was. This whole sex tape thing, I think, has been blown completely out of proportion, and I've filmed better fucking sex tapes on an iPhone 6. Like, get the fuck out of here. This shit was trash. It wasn't good at all. I didn't realize how villainized Ray J had been because of this, nor the effect that it took upon him and his businesses and how it was creating any type of issues in his financial life. Excuse me. Now, don't get me wrong. Even Ray J himself said, yeah, I got millions, but I got fucking hiccups. But the Kardashians got billions, and they definitely catapulted off of that sex tape, but it didn't really happen the same for him. And to be honest, in any situation, with every, action comes a reaction. One person was going to blow, the other person wasn't. The idea that he couldn't even sell the Raycon brand because of this sex tape from 20 years ago that really was the most lackluster, trash-ass shit I've ever seen is beyond me. You could tell he was sad. He really went in for a whole hour and broke it all down. We saw contracts. We saw handwriting that wasn't his. Kim allegedly signed. Well, I mean, it was Kim's handwriting, he said. So somebody that wasn't Ray J signed, broke the whole shit down that they were splitting a 12.5% royalty, a royalty on a sex tape. And Chris was there. Chris put it out. Chris had a whole fucking plan. They even had different locations where they were filming the shit. Like, this was very strategic on the Kardashian side. And I mean, it's one of those things where I didn't care. I don't think anybody really cares. Like, I think it's really blown out of proportion. I think I've seen worse. I've seen better. Like, I don't even know how to really, again, I've done better on my phone. Not for all the drama that's really come behind this shit. It's so strange. But everything came to light. What Whack 100 had been saying the whole time about there being another tape on the laptop and that Chris was involved and the basically person in charge. They called Whack 100 crazy and a liar, and then they fired the attorney that said that because it was true. Whack had the shit. Whack did have the laptop, and the laptop did have a tape on it in which Kanye picked it up and gave it to them, I guess. It's just so much drama and so much buffoonery. I just really felt bad, and like the honesty in Ray J's eyes kind of fucking hurt because he just looked like he's just over this bullshit. And I agree with him. This shit is corny. It wasn't even worth all the bullshit. Like, the Kardashians definitely took it and ran with it and villainized him. But I think they need to, you got to break off. You got to do something to make this right because I don't get why. I just don't get why he's a bad guy in this. Could somebody help me understand why he's a bad guy? Like, I don't get it. What did he do? He didn't do nothing wrong. And then he released everything. He showed him the whole shit. You can see that it was clearly planned out. This was a strategic move. He was a child. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, that right there, what Loner said. Yes, this is for a show, right? This is all for the storyline. It's gross. The show starts to take a hit, so the first thing y'all do is get back into Ray J. Pause. Kanye. It's always, let's make Kanye look crazy. Like, nah, man, that I don't know. That shit with Hulu and Disney, they're too big for me to talk about, and I need them, so I'm just not gonna talk about them because if they want me to go punch one of them in the mouth for the show, I'm down. I'm so down. I'm not even not down. What else is happening in the world. Okay, I was fucking blown the fuck away by this damn Ring camera thing. But let's get into these stories, and we'll finish up with that Ring camera story.
Oh God.
Oh, it's Mental Health Mondays. Let's talk. Let's get into our mental health before we start getting into our stories. We should have started. It's the breaking news fucked up the whole thing. I couldn't even get my intro and my spiel. Man, what's going on, beautiful people? Anyway, what can I say? I'm falling the fuck apart. I was supposed to start this new gig and be a normal, regular person as I stare at my assistant and the rest of my crew in my studio. I've been really pushing hard to get this job, y'all. Y'all know that. And it's been really fucking me up. But I've come to the point where I'm just like, I'm used to I guess I'm just used to the defeat. I'm over it. I think I said that shit last Friday when I came on. I was like, I just feel like a fucking loser. I just want to do normal shit. Like, I'm tired of having conversations by myself because my friends can't keep up. Like, I need friends. Fucking fuck. Loner. Come back, I'm gonna fly you out again. I'm gonna flew you out again. No, but dead ass, bro. I just want to have like regular jobs and like regular conversations with people sometimes. And then sometimes I go, no the fuck I don't. Because I love what I do. And I appreciate what I do. And it pays different. We live different. We move different. Like, I don't want to stop doing that type of shit. But I really want a regular fucking job. I want to prove a point. I want to prove like this thing, like with real estate, whatever. I got my license. Oh well. I threw this shit out. I don't give a fuck. I want to do all these other things just to prove that I can, and I'm just irritated that I can't get a fucking regular job. Like, hey, Spotify, can we get a bump? Like, not like cocaine. I'm talking about like money. Just send us a bag. We have a lady here from I can't talk about who's here. Either way, guess what? Hey, we need some money. So donate to the Cash App right here, and you see the little cup. Where's the cup? There's a cup right here. That little cup does like a little dance and shit. I don't know why people watch it either. Y'all should pay me more though. Like way more. Do I want a regular job? Now that's an interesting question. Do I want a regular job? Yes. In a sense, for a little bit, not for a long time. Do you want a regular job? That's what I thought. Let's get back to the show. No. Listen, the person that's here has a lot of power. A lot of power. And I'm trying to just drop a bag. Just give me the bag. People love watching. I don't know. Let's get into this. I told you political season has been coming up, y'all. And we got to start getting into the politics. I know you don't want to hear about it, but this is definitely something you should know what's going on, because these documents that Trump has might have something to do with some nuclear shit and Al-Qaeda. I don't know. I just want to definitely dive into it and give y'all an update as to what is happening, just so you're aware. Stories out of Politico. Former President Donald Trump on Monday urged a federal judge to keep in place her order to block the Justice Department from continuing its criminal investigation into the highly sensitive government records stashed in the basement of his Mar-a-Lago estate. And I'm going to pause it right there. As of right now, after the FBI and everything went down and they raided his home, Trump pushed for a special master's. What a special master is, someone that would come in and go through all the documents individually and apart from the court and everybody else, and then pick what was defined as evidence or something that would be brought to the table as evidence, and then things that weren't considered evidence at all, and he could keep, he still was the fucking president, so he does have privileges that regular people don't have. And he's basically pushing to make sure that the documents that are submitted are documents that he doesn't have some type of special privilege over. At this point, we don't know who's telling the truth, but this is what they're telling us. So we need to just be aware that there are documents at this guy's house. They can or can't be illegal, but they're not. They're trying to find out. Let me tell you this. I said this shit a couple weeks ago. If they had something on him, he would have been locked his ass up. They don't got nothing. So they're pulling hairs. That's why I say whatever they think they got, I don't think it's anything at all. The filing, why do we take that out? The filings, and then it just goes blank. Susan, today, when Spotify is here, the filing, a response of prosecutors warning that the U.S. District Judge Alan Cannon's unorthodox directive prevented the FBI's investigation from accessing the file seized to their August 8th search. Having that special master's there basically puts in place a roadblock in Trump's favor in which they can kind of delegate what is and what isn't going to be submissible. In what it's at its core, excuse me, at its core, this is a document storage dispute that has spiraled out of control. The government is wrongfully seeking to criminalize the possession by the 45th president of his own presidential and personal records, Trump's attorney wrote in the 21-page filings. See, they're just trying to basically say that because he had all the power, it shouldn't really be a big deal. And honestly, they're just reaching. If they had something, you know they would have dropped that shit right away. Like, nobody's even talking about it. You don't see Nancy Pelosi rubbing her hands. You don't see Chuck Schumer getting excited. Nobody's got nothing. They're just really dragging it out, trying to make him look bad. And because we have voting going on right now with Republicans really sweeping the fucking nation, what's the best thing to do to hurt the Republican Party? Try to make Trump look like a maniac and then make all the other Republicans that support him look bad to then give a hand up for them Democrats that are falling the fuck apart. I just think what we have right now is a witch hunt to make him look bad, and they're not going to find shit, and then we're going to forget that they did all this bullshit until the Republicans win, and then they start investigating, and then it's going to get ugly because I don't trust those motherfuckers either. What's this say? There's a video of Trump ate. Yeah, I saw that too. That's what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean. So one of the comments says that there's a video of one of Trump's aides loading the documents on a plane. That's not illegal. The president of the United States can take documents home. That's a thing. It's completely okay. There's a process though, right? Like Trump kind of handles shit like a CEO and not like a president, meaning he's the boss. This is what I say. Somebody take care of however the fuck you need to take care of it to make this a thing. As president, you can't do that. The government is structured to make things take time and be harder on purpose, right? For your safety. So he can't just say, okay, let me compare this to The Office. When Michael was going bankrupt, he walks into the office and goes, I declare bankruptcy. And everybody looks at him and goes, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not how you declare, because Oscar tells him he needs to declare bankruptcy. You see Michael's real literal. That's how Trump is. Trump's like, all right, bet. This is all classified. And they're like, no, there's a process. And he goes, figure it out. Which works in the business world, not in the president world. So there may be some illegality in that, but I mean, it's kind of hard to just get mad at the fact that they took the documents. You see what I'm saying? It's tough. It's tough. But hey, that's what's going on in politics. Everything else is pretty much mush. I'm not gonna get into politics yet, but the season is coming. Now to weather. Let's talk about all the weather that's not going on. There was a fucking waterfall in Death Valley. Honestly, okay. It's getting weathery. I do it on my lonely. When you on top, it get lonely. Top. What else am I looking for? All right. So there's weather patterns in the world that affect everybody everywhere all the time, and we've called them different things. La Niña, El Nino, and I think there's another one. But either way, these are the two that really fuck us up during the summertime, and it causes rain and no rain at the same time. See how weather's so confusing? So I don't know how they're so fucking sure that we're fucking up the weather. But this particular what do they call this shit? A weather I'm not a fucking weatherologist. God damn it. I don't even have a green screen. What the fuck you want me to do? This type of weather thing. What the fuck is the word? This type of weather damn, I really have nothing. I can't even think of what you would call it. Is it a cell? This weather cell? Is it a cell? Is it a system? This weather system? Right? Is it a system? Is it not a system? Whatever the fuck is going on in the goddamn weather. Okay, La Niña is causing rain and no rain at the same time. Fucking amazing, right? Where's my sprinkles at? Amazing. And this isn't the first time this has happened, but this is the first time we've had it consecutively for 3 years. So we're really starting to see the worst of it. Lake Mead, huge problem at Lake Mead. California, big problem in California. There was a fucking hurricane last week that was hitting California. A hurricane. Let me get back in light. A hurricane. A fucking hurricane was gonna hit California. When? It's not weather that's not unexpected. It's just weather that's happening. This is out of NPR. La Nina is back for the third year in a row. The what the fuck word is that? The meteorological system over the Pacific Ocean that can influence weather patterns worldwide is projected to continue through the end of the year. La Nina occurs when strong winds blow warm water on the surface of the Pacific Ocean near the coast of South Africa across the equator towards Indonesia and other parts of Asia and Australia. That causes cooler waters to rise in the surface of the Pacific Ocean, which has a wide-ranging ripple effect on the weather. I can't read for shit. I don't even know why I do the reading. Like, what's the fucking point? Can we hire somebody to read for me and I just sit here? It'd be so much easier. The southwestern U.S. So the effects on the southwestern U.S. The rain clouds that push out to sea become drier than normal. The northwestern U.S. states and Canada see cooler than average temperatures and rain and flooding, which is weird, right? So like the south half of the map dries the fuck up. The north half of the map wetter. It's WAP. They got WAP up north. La Nina is the opposite of El Nino, in which the traditional winds over the Pacific Ocean weaken and the water off the West Coast and the Americas warm up. You know, there's a reason why we have so many hurricanes and so much weather in the Bahamas, because that water is so warm and beautiful and so amazing. And that's why Puerto Ricans are so awesome. Wasn't that what this story was about how Puerto Ricans are amazing? Sorry. What happened with La Nina? Fucking memory, dude. Stay dry. And that's the weather. This is why I didn't want to do the weather. To me, it's not that interesting. Just go outside and be careful. Use your phone, look at the app, and just go, okay, bet. It's going to rain. It rained. Let me see. We're good. It's got some clouds, about to be 81, 79 a little bit later. Some more clouds. The moon's out around 7:30. There's the weather. I am not a huge, I'm not afraid of fucking weather change. Y'all like, damn, some people really make it such a big deal. I just want to let you know, there's weather happening. Don't be scared. It's going to be a little hot. It's going to be a little cold. It's going to be a little wet, and it's going to be a little dry. That means nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It means nothing, because I could tell you that it's going to fucking rain in Spain, and you live in fucking Kentucky, and you don't give a shit. So La Nina might affect you. But if you don't live in any of the states, in the United States that affects you, we just told a pointless story. And way to go, team. Fucking team. It's a whole team. This is not okay with this story. Not okay with this story. Let me be honest with you. This next one's really fucking me up. And I thought that this has to be fucking illegal. It really does. It does.
When you on top, it get lonely.
Real fast, before we start, do you work for Amazon too? Just want to make sure. All right, guys, y'all. A couple months ago, we broke, or not broke, I don't want to say broke, but a couple years ago, we talked about the story that Amazon, what the fuck am I, can I start again? Let me just start again. Where's the rewind? I know I got to rewind. We did the rewind a couple times. Wrong one. Where's the rewind, Susan? Did y'all get rid of the fucking rewind? There it is. A couple months ago, we told y'all that Amazon had purchased MGM and all their catalog of films. Mayer Golden Myers, which is like Americana history, right? And Amazon now owns the whole catalog. You know what else Amazon owns? Ring. The Ring doorbell. I don't like fucking cameras. Never have. Don't. You want to know why my career fell the fuck apart? I hated being in front of fucking cameras. This is all I do now. I don't trust surveillance cameras. I don't trust cameras on your phone. I don't trust cameras on shit. Just like, I just feel like it's snitching at all times, and the people can hack into your shit and watch you whenever they want. The Ring is very interesting because although it's funny to watch people's fucking videos, I've always said how invasive that is. Let's say you're the neighbor across from a Ring person. Every time you open your door, their fucking ringer gets to see inside of your house. I have an issue with that. Here's another issue. Amazon is now partnered up with 1 and 2 police departments across the entire country. Basically, they're forking over that footage every time something happens in the area. And they're able to geonet it and basically put together like a whole Like you could break down, minute by minute if a car is zipping down a street because everybody has a ring on their shit. You can like clock the car second by second. The other day, a friend of mine goes, "Hey, you know what'd be funny? A show with people's ring cameras." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of shows like that, reaction shows." My nose is dripping. I'm so sorry. The chef is cooking, and I don't know what they're using, but it's coming through the vent. Our building is a concrete building. It's a tilt up, which that means that the walls are concrete, and then they put the wood and the shit over the wood. So when anybody's cooking downstairs, the shit goes through the vents and it just shoots into the studio because I keep the vent. We had to move. What did we show the day that I took off with the hole in the ceiling that they put in for us? All right. Anyway, it smells fucking great. The chef is cooking it up right now. Anyway, concrete walls and food, it lingers. So it's lingering right now. Amazon is now creating the show that a buddy of mine thought of. So we're obviously being watched, and my buddy's a fucking genius. I highly doubt that he came up with it, and I'm sure somebody thought this was going to be a great idea. Now, I have a huge problem with this ring bullshit because it feels like what they're doing with Instagram, right? Instagram is basically telling you whatever you post on there, we're going to use, repurpose, and make money off of it and not give you a fucking dime. Now, if my footage of my ring camera in front of my house makes it to this show, how much do I get paid? Do I get residuals? Do I get paid time and time over? And if you're not clear what's going on here, Amazon is basically taking the footage from your ring camera and making it into a TV show. How fucking crazy is that? On top of how many other apps have been recording us, and who knows where the fuck they're watching what we're doing. Stories out of government technology, which is an amazing fucking title, right? What is Amazon calling its new reality show of Ring doorbell cam footage? Here's the answer. Ring Nation. Oh. Peppa. What'd he say? I'm not surprised because the cops can come. Yeah, bro. That's new. That's new that the police can tap into your shit. That's where I have a problem with it. You read that right? Amazon is launching a reality TV show of people's doorbell camera footages from their Ring cameras. Ring was dope because Nas invested in it, made a bunch of money in it. That was around the time that Jay had invested in Uber and cracked $1 billion because he did. Like, this was a big deal. On top of Nas putting money behind this, he put money behind Bevel as well. And those are companies that were minority driven and fucking took the fuck off. According to, it was bought by Amazon. According to Business Insider, Ring Nation will debut on September 26th. That's amazing that they're really proud of this shit. And feature feel-good videos from people's Ring cameras that have gone viral. Clips including moments like marriage proposals, helpful neighbors, and more. Hosted by comedian Wanda Sykes. Where the fuck has Wanda been? The show will air on Amazon-owned MGM. You see what I'm saying? I don't get it because there's content creators that have literally used the idea of that ring for their content. Like, there's already comedians that make this type of content. Like, you're stealing this shit. From the incredible to the hilarious and uplifting must-see viral moments from around the country every day, Ring Nation offers something for everyone to watch at home, said Barry Posnick, president of... No. We're not doing this shit because we watch this for free on Instagram, Snapchat, fucking TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Do I need to go on Twitch? We don't need y'all to put this shit together. Like, it's always strange to me how well reaction video TV shows do. Like, you just have to be at home and scroll through the fucking app and you'll see the same thing. And you don't need Rob Dyrdek going, wow, that's fucking nuts. He ate a donut. That's weird to me. But they're stealing your shit, and you need to pay me for this. I like how America's Funniest Home Videos did it, right? America's Funniest Home Videos, they would take your shit and then offer you a grand prize if you win. So you were entered to win a prize. All the other shows like Tosh.0, Rob Dyrdek, and all this shit they do, they just watch your shit and they don't send you a check. Nobody wins an award. Nobody wins anything. There's no incentive for them to steal your fucking footage. And companies like Instagram and Facebook, Meta, have made it easy for them to steal your footage, repurpose it because they now have, Viacom will have a deal with Instagram and they'll be able to steal all the clips from Instagram and they'll be able to post them and do shit like this. And then cut you out and not pay you for your content. There's no residual. There's no streaming check. There's no nothing. This is bullshit. Because if they could do this with your outside cameras, imagine what they could do with your inside cameras. Everyone want, yeah, what? That's my problem with those shows. Sad growing up, we want, yes. No, okay, let's talk about that. Loner said it's sad because growing up, we wanted to see how tech in the future would be, and we never thought these companies would take our ideas. I don't think it's the companies necessarily that are stealing our ideas. What you're seeing is a world ran by nerds, and nerds think selfishly. They're really not out for others at all. Facebook was created to literally shit on people. Do y'all not remember that? That's why it's called Facebook. Somebody's face would pop up and you would thumbs them up or thumbs them down. You would rate them. Bro, that shit wasn't to help people. It just became bigger than life, and then we had to make it something that was, useful. Instagram is stealing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not on Instagram for that reason. They're fucking stealing. Even what they do with the Reels. If I didn't have a deal over at fucking Meta, I wouldn't be posting Reels over there. They're stealing your shit. I'm trying to license out all my Reels. If Amazon wants to pay us, they can. That's why I'm not too mad at Amazon. If Amazon wants to pay us, please, by all means. And yes, I don't understand how reaction shows are successful. You're literally those shows, excuse me for stuttering, but those shows are literally made for old people, right? That aren't on the internet. It's just not interesting. I don't know. Alfonso Rivera is probably the last person that I want to see do America's Funniest Home Videos. And then after that, they could disappear. If MTV's 90% of their TV shit is Rob Dyrdek, call me. I got some TV stuff we could do Viacom or whoever owns you. Paramount, give me a call. We got plenty of content. I got over 300 episodes we could throw up there. Chop them up, throw ads on it, and send me the bag. No offense. We can work it out. Send me the money. All right. All right. Yeah.
On God.
I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
That's the show. All right, y'all. Things to keep in mind. Former President Trump definitely kept shit that he wasn't supposed to. Let's see how far this goes. Ray J aired out the Kardashians. Let's see if he ends that bullshit, which I doubt. Shout out to Kanye. Oh, my chef is cooking it the fuck up. Boy, it smells good. I might have to come up with a new outro. I'm gonna go play video games with my friends. My name's Kasabian. Live in the moment, don't live in the past. Be safe, stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. I highly doubt it. Thank you, sir.
Rose gold on our necks. Diamonds crusty like the edge on the bread. Can you keep it 100? Every day we stay stunned in. To me, girl, you stunning. With my shirt on underneath, I know you wear nothing. My eyes are stuck on you, I ain't frontin'. Yeah.